Ayy, ayy, yo,
What the business is, what the business is.
You see what the setup is. Unfortunately, Coach B, he's under the weather. It caught everybody. It caught us all.
You got that buggy.
But
Not me, I'm drunk.
Goodness gracious, Pat. Just woke up, got up
off the wake up, straight out of Soho.
Oh Lord, this is Soho.
I'm not sick.
Here. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm not sick.
He was out there suave everything.
Not really, not
too
much.
Not too much. Just a little bit of a vibe.
Just drinking.
Goodness gracious, he said, just drinking. Got the gold teeth in. Quit playing with him. With him. But like we said, prayers up to Coach B. Prayers up to your family. Prayers up to your wife. Speedy recovery. I know she just had surgery and everything like that. Prayers up. That Liz Frank, man. Sheesh, man. I'm glad I've never had a real deal injury like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Prayers up. But, like, share, subscribe. We always look. 10 people, 5 people 5 you don't. I know y'all got the holidays. You see the hat on. Y'all got some family coming in.
Spread the love, man. Sharing is caring. Man. Spread the love.
You see the new real format. We
Stop
out there
hating,
trying to do some
nigga.
stuff. You know what I'm saying? We got some good stuff for you today and everything like that. You see where we at, so we gotta guess.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The show never stops.
Never stops going. Stop hating. Stop tuning in and hating, nigga, because you know what you're doing. You acting like you don't know, but you do know.
Pat, you got the pick in there too. Quit playing with him. Hold
Black
on,
power.
He said you taking it back.
I'm like Malcolm X in this bitch.
Oh Lord. You see, what's his name? Just got a tattoo.
No
Malcolm
white
X.
women.
I forget who it was. It was somebody just got a leg sleeve. Somebody just got it with Malcolm X.
A Malcolm X tattoo?
Yeah, a little Malcolm. I gotta look it up. It's on Instagram.
Like a silhouette?
It was like,
or like a
it was like a leg piece. It was a leg piece.
Like the realism tattoo?
It was his. Oh, CD Lamb. That's who it was. It was CD Lamb. Look, he got the little joint right there. I was like, on the leg though, I don't know how I feel about the leg. What you think, Pat? What you think? He said, "Let the show roll." Hey, man.
Different strokes for different.
We're into the NBA. As you can see, the Bucks won the IST, the in-season tournament.
What you thinking? What you thinking about? Is Doc back? Is Giannis back? Is Dame?
Well, you see, Doc
here?
is on. He's on the ballot for 2025 Hall of Fame for coaching and everything.
Who, Doc?
Yeah, Doc Rivers. Yeah.
How is that even?
Because it's the thing, you know what I'm saying?
What's the bar?
I'm trying to figure that out.
What's the bar?
Because Greg Popovich, he's going to be in there. Eric Spoelstra's going to be in there. You got Phil Jackson in there. You got a couple other coaches.
But that makes sense.
But he took a Boston team that was facing LeBron, facing a lot of those top Eastern teams to the finals twice.
It was just Bron.
No, you got the Hawks team with Jeff Teague and
Really? Against 3 Hall of Famers.
Kyle Korver was burning that thing though.
He was burning it.
You know what I'm saying? Paul Millsap was down there in the paint doing a little work down there. And then you had what?
They had ISO Joe, Josh Smith.
Yeah.
Crawford.
You know what I'm saying? So I think he deserves his nod, you know what I'm saying? Right now, I don't know necessarily how much of.
But has he won though? Outside of that one championship? And
Lob City there. Clips, they was making a case
for the culture, but they ain't never, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think they ever got out of the first round.
No, they got out the first round one other time. They did. Then they got beat by the Spurs. So, I think you got to give him the nod just because he's a coach that's coached a lot of top level players, you know what I'm saying? And even right now, he's coaching Giannis and Dame and they've been having their struggles just because of injuries. But, you can see that in a short span of time when it comes down to winning, it looks like he's doing his thing, you know what I'm saying? And then you see your boy Darvin Ham undefeated in IST play.
Right.
I guess they got the answer.
Smile for you, black man.
I guess they said he still got his hands in his pocket.
No.
But I think it's just one of those things. I think the biggest thing is I like how the play just picks up because you see even just in the preliminaries and even in the semifinals and the quarterfinals, they going at it because they trying to get that cheese. You know what I'm saying?
$500K. What you doing for $500K right now?
$500K.
The
normal things.
Something strange.
Not 500K.
500K?
Yeah, I mean,
you ain't doing something strange?
Are you doing something strange for 500K? We might gotta watch Pat. Hey. Hold on now. We gotta see what he doing out there in Soho. I got some people that might have to ask what's going on in Soho, man. Whoa. But I don't know. I mean, 500K is a lot for somebody that isn't on a guaranteed contract and everything like that. Yeah. Darvin Ham, I guess, has won $1 million in 2 years. Tax free too. You know what I'm saying? That's that straight paper. Right. Write that check straight to you. You know what I'm saying? I like the IST. I like what it's doing for the league. I like what it's doing for the young guys and everything like that. But, it's just one of those things where, I don't know. Do you think later, as time goes on, the IST is going to mean as much? Do you think it's going to be like, oh, okay, this guy got 5 IST wins, and this, that, or the other, and start adding all these accolades? Because I think that's what you got to start looking at. Because, I mean, now they added, the Magic Johnson award for the Western Conference Final winners and the Larry Bird trophy for the Eastern Conference Finals winners. So, I mean, they're adding a bunch of different trophies. So, do you think this one is going to be meaningful?
Does everybody just get a trophy?
I mean, that's what it is. It's participation culture
what are we doing
now.
Like,
I mean, they trying to. I guess they trying to make new accolades for the new kids. You know what I'm saying? Not too many. I mean, you see, LeBron James just got the most minutes in NBA history. So,
he just getting accolades we didn't even know about.
Yeah, these ESPN stats be coming up. You see, he put 1 billion to have one of those Wilt stats. They gonna be 1 billion minutes or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. They just adding all these different awards and things like that. Just get to a point where.
How you feel about that Wilt game? You think that shit was real?
I mean, I would have to. I mean,
bro, I seen a picture of Babe Ruth batting for a team other than the Yankees.
Dog, I think they got footage of Rosa Parks on the bus.
But no 100-point game? Just a picture?
I think they got the footage out there. It's got to be somewhere. I think we gonna find it in like 2025.
Somebody lied to us.
Midsummer, they gonna pull up the footage of him.
You think so?
I think they gonna find it.
Because it's getting out of hand.
They got to. I mean,
I done seen Satchel Paige, Willie Mays, like all these dudes, but I've yet to see this.
You've never seen it. I mean,
never.
I think they put up the footage of him slapping the top of the backboard recently. So I think they just got to pull it out. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of these white people got the archives of these historic feats. They don't want to look, non-dominant back in them times. That was back before segregation. You know what I'm saying? It was desegregation. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even know where he's going with that.
All I'm saying is, Wilt Chamberlain, if you got the footage, we need to see the footage because 100 points in the game is insane. I mean, Kobe was close. 100 points in the game is insane.
The white boy from I think he was from Iowa or Illinois. He was like at a D3 school up there.
Yeah.
He scored like 130.
I mean, D3 and the league.
But still though, 130?
Yeah, the 130 is crazy. What the defense look like?
They played a system like.
Oh, okay.
6 seconds with the ball.
And then just pass it around and just shoot that thing?
Yeah.
And he was just greening.
He was just burning it.
Hey, you got to learn how to shoot. You know what I'm saying? Hey, speaking of somebody that was burning it, I mean, you was talking about the trade with Randall and Cat, man. As you can see, it looked like the big bodega is thriving out there in New York.
Yeah.
30 and 20.
Yeah.
30 and 20. When was the last time you had a 30 and 20 game? What was that? Kevin Love, he had 30 game. And I think before that, I don't know too many people that got 30 and 20. You know what I'm saying?
The big bodega been going crazy.
He been doing his thing. I like the system that they got over there. Jalen's running a lot of, different plays off of the 2-man game. You know what I'm saying? He actually trying to bump down low a little bit. I don't know why a change of scenery makes you want to change the game and everything like that, but he wasn't doing none of that. And
he back home. He feel comfortable.
I mean, yeah.
He eating chopped cheeses and shit.
I mean, yeah.
Bean
I guess
pies.
His aunt on the sideline, get in the post, Cat.
Arroz con pollo.
Hey. Whatever it takes, I guess. I mean, 30 and 20 is crazy because, I mean, and then he did it against his former team, too.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, what do you do in that moment?
Mikal Bridges, too.
Yeah, he was balling.
He had like 29.
He was balling. He was definitely doing his thing. I mean, I think Randall fits. I don't know what's going on with the Timberwolves, though. I
don't understand that like, if Cat has been allegedly the face of the franchise.
Right. Drafted him number one.
How do you trade that and keep Rudy? How do you do that?
I think it's the numbers. You know what I'm saying? I don't think anybody's going to want Rudy contract.
Rudy Gobert.
Think about that. Like, if you trade Rudy, you traded for him, which I think was a dumb trade.
But I mean, what is he? 3-time defensive player of the year or something like that?
I mean, with what to show for it. You don't got no rings. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's not value though.
I mean, I think it's value, trust. I just think the contract that he has is not worth the value that he has. You know what I'm saying? Like, they paid him a crazy bag out there in Utah, and then they just picked up it's the same thing that happened with, Bradley Beal. If the Suns trying to trade Bradley Beal, they're gonna have to find somebody that wants to take somebody that's in their mid-30s that's getting paid $50 million a year.
And I don't know who's gonna do that.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know who's gonna do that
for
Rudy. I mean, they the one that paid him. I don't think they want him back.
They don't want him back?
Nah, I don't think so. I mean, I was looking at Jimmy was trying to get traded. He said the Suns was one of them teams that he was looking at. I was trying to think of some packages in my head. I'm like, the numbers just don't look good over there. And that's the thing too with Minnesota. They was the number 2 or number 3 highest pay per player. They had salary.
They had 3 max contracts, didn't it?
You know what I'm saying? So they had to get rid of one.
What's in Minnesota? It just get cold up there.
That's what I'm saying. They ain't got nothing. I mean, the Minnesota Lynx, they be going pretty far. You know what I'm saying? They be doing their thing, but I mean, the Vikings, they doing their thing.
Would you live out there?
Never.
No.
Never. I mean,
I've been there, bro. It's so cold up there, bro. When you turn on the water, like the water come out a different color,
You sure it wasn't just a spot you was in?
Bro. I was at the University of Minnesota, bro.
It might have been University of Minnesota,
not there, but at they student apartments.
Yeah, it might have been them.
Nah,
you said a different color.
It come out cloudy, and then it go to the.
Oh, okay,
color.
okay. I thought you was talking about come out brown, the Flint water.
Nah.
Yeah, I had to watch for you. You know, what
Bangladesh.
Okay.
Right.
But yeah, I know it's cold up there. It's like it's negative. It's got to be nearing negative now because I know.
What do you do?
Layer up. That's it. Like get the ice pick. You know what I'm saying? Get the shovel.
Hey man.
You gotta get that ice
pick. That thing on you, man.
That's all it is, man. At that point, you know what I'm saying. But I think Minnesota, they just got to figure out really how they're trying to run their team. Because Ant keeps saying, it's a heart thing. It's a heart thing because we got the skilled players. You see Randall.
Do they though?
I mean, they got defense. You got a couple wings that are pretty young, that can run around. I mean, I guess DiVincenzo is supposed to fill some of that void in the shooting. Yeah. They got a star. And I mean, I think they're buying into their coach. I just, they don't have, I don't think they have the shooting ability consistently to be able to, match these other teams. Because, I mean, as you can see, the Celtics just put up 53s again.
Yeah, that's great. I seen the top 3-point makers.
Yeah.
And it was 3 people from the Celtics.
Yeah. Because they running, throw the ball up in the air, 6 seconds. Pass, 6 seconds, get the ball up. I mean, when you got a bunch of guys that can shoot the ball over there like what the Celtics do, I mean, it's tough not to shoot threes. I mean,
I don't like watching them play though.
I'm not a Celtics fan. I mean, we got the Kyrie poster back there, but I'm a fan of Kyrie, not the Celtics.
You remember watching the Spurs?
Yeah,
when
you
was younger?
Yeah.
I loved watching the Spurs play.
Ball movement, down screens.
I loved it, bro.
Unselfish.
Yeah.
No real ISO. Throw the ball down low to Tim. Bump.
That was basketball.
Footwork. Yeah. I mean, we got away from that.
Pass.
We got away from that. I mean, that's not what pays anymore.
It's
you know
gone.
what I'm saying? Think about this. If you see every single team running fundamental, nice little down screen, come down, cut, set another screen, DHO, come down, jump stop, footwork, pass.
Reverse pivot.
You know what I'm saying? If you seen that every single
cut.
You think these kids gonna want to watch that? They want to watch the bag.
We like Spurs. I liked watching the Spurs.
These kids, they grow up with the Spurs.
I like watching the Warriors.
They grew up with Steph Curry.
But even they basketball was.
But Steph was the guy that they were looking at. They wasn't looking at Draymond doing all the plays.
But they didn't get to see the Livingston Warriors, the Iguodala Warriors,
the We Believe Warriors.
Yeah, they didn't get to see that.
But at the end of the day, all that basketball. Think about this, right? How many vets do you have on these teams that are able to, recall these plays that aren't, minimum minute players? Like you think about all the vets on all these teams, they're not getting too many minutes. It's the YNs running the game. You know what I'm saying? You look at the Rockets, Jalen Green.
That's valid.
You look at the Pistons, Cade Cunningham. You look at, you know what I'm saying? So it's tough to see a lot of teams that run these sets. But you definitely got to appreciate it.
What sets they running?
I don't know. JJ trying
they out that bit read and react.
Yeah, but I like bag work. I ain't gonna lie. I like bag work. I
to an extent, yeah.
I mean, but I think the Knicks run a lot of plays and things like that.
Who they coach is?
What's his name? Not Mike. Tom Thibodeau. No, yeah, Tom Thibodeau.
Tibb from Chicago with the D Rose.
You know what I'm saying? He defensive coach, real hard nosed. You know what I'm saying? Get to the paint, bump, and you playing every minute.
We was at a game yesterday, a college game, a girls game.
Right,
fam. These girls didn't get one paint touch for an entire quarter.
Because of straps or just because they were just shooting?
I don't know. I don't know why. It really wasn't no reason.
Right.
It just didn't happen.
You got to put pressure on the rim.
But it was bad, bro.
They were just shooting threes? Mid-range?
They wasn't even getting to shoot the ball.
Oh, okay. So
it was like they probably had like 3 or 4 shot clock violations.
Oh, so they were strapping then. They had to be strapped.
No.
Oh, they just
like the girls was not, it wasn't like crazy defense to where it's like, oh, they sitting there. No, it was bad.
Was it a talent thing?
I wouldn't even say that.
Oh,
it was just bad basketball.
Just bad basketball, man.
Like it was just awful.
They try to be Juju Watkins out here?
Not even.
They don't even got bagged like that.
Not even,
so
bro.
What's going on?
I don't know.
You just pulled up. It just was like, why am I here?
No, real talk though. real talk.
Man.
I talked to the coach after the game. I'm like, hey, bro. He was like, yeah, I know. You shouldn't have came. I was
you
like,
shouldn't have came is crazy.
Dang.
You shouldn't have came is crazy. Well, at the end of the day, basketball is going it's going in a direction that we all knew it was going to go after the Steph Curry era. A lot of threes, a lot of bag work.
Things happen in waves. We'll be back,
Yeah, I mean, I think eventually people are going to realize that, we got to value the mid-range. We got to value the post play. We got to value a lot of these things that people are trying to take out of the game. I just heard a high school coach talk about the mid-range is the least valuable shot on the court now. And I'm just like, that's what opens up the floor.
I seen the girl yesterday, the opposing team who was coming to watch.
Right.
Dumb footwork, up and under, shot fake, crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, I like that.
But that, what I'm saying, you got 1 or 2 players that's going to really like emphasize that. But like when it come down to getting that NIL bag.
I seen I don't remember who I was watching. I think it was Memphis. And they was playing, I can't remember who they was playing.
This is college?
This was recently, on Wednesday. Memphis was playing somebody.
Memphis got a squad.
Virginia. They was playing Virginia.
Okay.
And the guard from Memphis, tween cross, jump stop.
Right.
Or, what is it called?
Pump fake?
No, not a pump fake. Like.
Let's step through?
Nah. Like, a jump stop, but stop and pop.
Oh, yeah, stop and pop, yeah.
Stop and pop floater.
Okay.
Oh, man.
It was pretty.
I was like, what?
Pretty.
I said, I ain't seen that in so long, bro.
You said, man, back in my day.
So long, bro.
Hey, Pat, you sounded like an unk right now.
But it was just like, oh, you don't see that. You know what I mean?
These kids going to be like, Pat, it's cross tween, snatch, step back.
Like, that's what it is.
It ain't no jump stop and pop, float, off glass. Right area, nah, you ain't gonna see
that's the problem. Y'all don't know how to love. That's the problem. You don't really know how to love. You just want a quick pump. You just want to wham bam, thank you, man. You don't want to wine and dine.
But that's the work, though.
That's the word.
But that's what I'm saying.
You gotta kiss her on her neck a little bit.
Hold on, Pat.
Whisper in her ear. Hey, baby. You know I love you, right?
That Soho still talking to him right now. Hey.
No, I'm just saying though. It's an analogy. You gotta love that thing.
Facts. You do. You gotta really put in the work. You gotta really. But that's what makes you appreciate the bucket right there. Exactly. When you put in the work for the bucket.
Buns.
You know what I'm saying?
You said the what?
The bucket, Pat.
Oh, I thought.
You know what?
Hey, you said the buns.
Look, at the end of the day, basketball is looking good. But we gonna transition over to football. Do these picks, man. I'm going to do them for Gritty. Hey, look.
Who won last night? Notre Dame, Indiana.
Notre Dame killed.
They smacked them.
I mean, what you
thought?
That
was just crazy. Like, what are we doing? Why is Indiana in the playoffs?
But you got to ask yourself this question, right? You got 12 teams in the playoffs, right?
And why is Indiana one of them?
But I understand. But where does it lie where it talks about record? Because the thing is, it's going to start becoming like just, all right, 8 teams from the SEC.
Why?
10 teams for the SEC. Because if you just talk about which teams are going to be good, it's not going to be no,
We talking about Indiana,
but they were 11-1.
They play football out there, bro.
They were 11-1.
Basketball state.
They were 11-1.
Were they in the Big Ten? Or I think
they were 11-1.
Man, I'm not hearing that.
You know what I'm saying?
They playing Purdue.
It's gonna be the same thing when you see Boise State against Penn State.
I don't know, bro. Because
Arizona. The winner.
You saw what Genty did to Oregon. Now
they lost. That's what I saw.
Barely.
Nah, but Penn State.
Boise.
Penn State barely lost to Oregon too. And Penn State got a gunslinger. You see that quarterback?
So what that mean?
That means
even matchup.
Nah,
you sleeping on Genty.
I ain't
Texas boy.
I'm sleeping on Boise State. Genty is not the defense.
Uh-huh. But they did all right against Oregon.
I don't know. And then you got the winner of what Texas and Clemson is going to play Arizona State. I don't think anybody.
Arizona State, okay. Scatbo, he just plays the right way, man. He just plays the right way. That's good. It's good gridiron. You know what I'm saying?
Good hard-nosed football right there.
Faith family football. Scatbo. Not real talk.
Hey man, look. All I'm saying is you got a lot of good football. You got the Wednesday Christmas game. We got Chiefs Steelers. They saying Mahomes may or may not play this week. I hope he doesn't. I don't know what it's looking like. I hope he doesn't. But they just activated Hollywood Brown, so he playing today. But who you think? You know, I'm biased. I'm gonna pick the Chiefs. But
who they play?
They play the Steelers.
I'm going with the Steelers.
I mean,
I'm going with the Steelers.
I don't think that's a bad pick because
off the loss to the Eagles, I'm going with the Steelers.
Okay. I think they need it actually.
This is in Arrowhead or is this in?
It's at Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah.
On Netflix.
Oh, on Netflix.
On Netflix.
Huh?
Yeah, the game's on Netflix. They gotta make that bread, Pat.
Hey,
but
shout out to Don P and Easy TV, baby.
Hey, man, we watching every single look. If it's on CBS, if it's on NBC, if it's on Peacock, if it's on Prime Video, if it's on
Telemundo, nigga.
If it's on,
we watching it. We watching it, boy.
We always locked in with that Don P with TV. The Easy TV, man. If you need to watch whatever you need to watch, and he's got the best customer service.
Terrific,
comes down.
Excellent, very nice.
You got you got to reboot the router. You got to plug it in, plug it out, plug it in. Then
all
you got to
do is call Don P. You.
That's it.
He pulling up. First quarter.
All it is, man.
First quarter.
That's all it is. But I mean, look, Pittsburgh ain't a bad pick. I can't root against the Chiefs the season that they've been having, but Pittsburgh ain't a bad pick.
Mike Tomlin healing up. He had the suds last week.
Hey,
I mean,
you know what Mike Tomlin said, man. Run the ball.
Run the damn ball.
Run the ball, man. Hey, look, Texans, Ravens need it. Texans coming off of a game with the Chiefs. At the Ravens, I think I'm gonna go. Or it's actually at Texas, but I think I'm gonna go Ravens just because they need that game. They need it. I mean, Texas need it too, but Texas they ain't been looking too good. That game against Miami, they was looking kind of suspect. Tua threw a couple picks, so it's pretty easy game for them. But I think I'm gonna go Ravens. Who you got?
No, I can never bet against Lamar, baby. Pop a little baby.
You know what I'm saying? We going Ravens. We going Ravens. That Thursday game, we got Seahawks, Bears. Both of these teams are not in playoff contention anymore. I mean,
the Seahawks is.
They still there.
Yeah.
But Geno out.
Oh, Geno gone?
Well, they say he hurt. So I don't know if he going to be back or whatever the situation is.
That's unfortunate.
But I think, give Caleb Williams the win. They at home on Prime Video. You know what I'm saying? What you think? You think you going Seattle?
I'm going to Seattle. Nigga paint his nails and shit.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but they got Keenan Allen over there. They got DeAndre Swift.
Nigga be painting his nails and shit.
I hear you. I mean, Jared McCain. Shout out Jared McCain.
Wait.
Out.
You don't love me like I love you.
Oh my gosh! Look. Shout out Jared McCain, you know what I'm saying? Prayers up to him, tore his, ACL, meniscus, one of the two, you know what I'm saying? He's probably going to be out for a long time, you know what I'm saying? He was hooping in his little tenure. He's making the case for Rookie of the Year, but it's probably going to be Dalton Connect now, but you know what I'm saying? We got Chargers, Patriots. Chargers at the Patriots. Patriots suck. So I'm going to go Chargers, even though that's a divisional team. I don't like the Chargers. They just, barely squeaked out a win against the Broncos. I don't know what they was doing in that game, what the Broncos was doing. I'm just trying to figure out what this coaching is. Sean Payton, I was trying to give him the nod as a good coach because, you know, Bo Nix is a 26-year-old rookie, you know what I'm saying? Old man. But I don't know what the coaching is doing. I don't know. But,
you know, Sean Payton was better when he was a street nigga.
When,
you know what I'm saying? Put a bag on the nigga.
Back in New Orleans?
Yeah.
That's what they was doing
we
over there?
We need to bring that back.
After the levees broke?
Bring that back. Put bags on niggas' heads.
Oh, man. We don't need any of that.
We need
player safety.
He needs
player
that.
safety.
When he was doing that, what happened? Chip.
One time, though.
That's all you need. Doc, Hall of Fame.
Nah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But I don't know if that's how it works in football, though.
You don't think so? Because they still ain't gave my boy T.O. his gold jacket.
Oh. They ain't give Ocho it either.
Exactly.
They hating on a black man.
Yeah.
Speaking of them teams, you know what I'm saying?
Sean
we got
Payton's
Broncos
white.
versus Bengals. Ooh, at Bengals. Broncos obviously need one.
I like Joey.
I like Joe too, man. He's having an MVP season on a non-MVP team, man. They can still make that run for the playoffs.
Ben, I
with
run
a
up
couple
on
more.
me. Ben, I run up on me.
Hey, Joe
Trip out.
Shiesty. Joe Shiesty. You said who better not run up on me?
Trip out.
You gonna hit the dance? You gonna hit the dance? You gotta hit the trip up.
I'm gonna hit that. I'm gonna hit that bit. I'm gonna hit that bit.
Hey, and you got Jamar Chase. I think that's an easy one. We go Bengals. Rams, Cards at Rams. I mean, this is a game.
Rams are looking good, dog.
They looking real good. I think
looking good.
I think the Rams.
Stafford looking good.
They're making a run for that playoff push. You know what I'm saying?
They division. Now,
Kyron Williams. You know what I'm saying?
That's a division game.
Yeah, it's a divisional game. It's a tough one.
I like the Rams, man.
In Los Angeles, I think I like the Rams. That's not a bad pick. Now we got Jets, Bills. I'm hoping the Jets can pull it out. You know, they had a hot, little resurgence. Devontae had a great game. 200 almost.
He did.
But the Bills just look good. I mean, Josh Allen, MVP favorite.
Oh, my little boy.
I mean, he's the favorite. Did you see the game he had?
I seen it, but Lamar, bro.
I feel you. Look, I seen the game Lamar had. They wasn't putting enough respect on him, but
Lamar, he only missed 4 throws, bro.
He had more touchdowns than incompletions.
Come on, bro.
When have we heard about that? I think you still got a case, but they say it's something different. You know what I'm saying? So we go what, Bills or Jets?
I'm going with the underdog.
You go with the Jets?
I'm going with the Jets, man.
I'm gonna only go with the Jets. I'm gonna only go with the Jets because I want the Bills to lose. But yeah, then we got probably the worst game that we're gonna see in a while. Tennessee versus Jacksonville.
Duval.
They're both 3-11.
Duval.
Will Levis threw 3 picks last game. Mac Jones threw a bunch of picks and threw a late pick.
Duval.
Both quarterbacks are hurt, so it's gonna be Mason Rudolph versus. Well, no, Mac Jones is still playing, but Mason Rudolph versus.
Mac
I'm
Jones. Keeping it in Florida, baby. Duval shit, big West Side.
That's
shit.
fine.
Big West Side shit, big Grant Park shit. You feel me?
That's fine. I mean, it's a toss up with that one. I guess I'll go Jacksonville because they're at home. They both suck.
They do. They are trash.
Then we got Panthers, Bucks. Bucks looking hot.
Come on now.
I think I'm gonna go the Baker Mayfield.
Fire
train.
the cannons.
You know what I'm saying?
Fire
Bucky
the
Irving.
cannons.
You know what I'm saying? What they say?
Fire the
First
cannons.
down, Tampa.
Bang!
Hey, they be turning
Them
that
Bucks
joint.
games
I ain't
do
gonna
be
lie.
teed,
They be
man.
teed. I ain't gonna lie. We gonna go Bucks. We don't got too much to talk about with the Panthers. Packers, Vikes. Divisional game.
Shout out to Aaron Jones, man. I'm going to Vikings, man.
Hey, it's hard to bet against them. I mean, Sam Darnold
He going dumb.
having a 29
Dumb.
touchdown, 11
Dumb.
interceptions, 3,500 yards. He going crazy. I think Jordan Love, he doing his thing too. But I think I'm gonna go Vikes. We were just talking about Minnesota. Come on, Minnesota needs a win. Come on now. Raiders, Saints. Oh my goodness, bad game. Who would you go, Raiders, Saints?
Man, you know I'm going with, son. You know I'm going with, son. You just gotta stay in New Orleans, son.
You just said we got to stay in Florida.
We gotta
Where
stay. We gotta stay in New Orleans.
Wherever
son.
we stay, Pat said we stay at. If that's where we at, you know what I'm saying?
Son, we in New Orleans.
I want to give the Raiders love, but they trying to tank. They trying to tank.
Tank for Shador.
Yeah, they trying to tank for Shador. So I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go to the Saints. You know what I'm saying? Pat said we stand in New Orleans, so if we stand in New Orleans, we stand in New Orleans. You know what it is. We're gonna be back with the rest of these gritty picks, and then we're gonna bring on our guests. You already know what time it is.
Say that.
Hey, so Coach B's not here to pick against his team. The New York Giants at the New York Giants. Indy versus New York. I gotta go Indy. I don't think I've seen. I mean, Lamar again had only 4 incompletions against his team, so obviously they don't have a good defense. I think we're going Indy.
You know, some niggas be saying they keep it P. I'm tender, so I'm not even gonna lie. I'm tender.
What? He just.
I'm tender.
We are going Colts, man.
I'm tender.
He said, "I would keep it."
I'm tender. Let's just get that out of the way.
What Kendrick said on the 30 for 30 song? He said
it's not enough.
He said. Some people talk about they be more tender than Wagyu.
Shit.
He said me?
Delicate.
Oh Lord.
Delectable.
Hey, Browns versus Miami in Cleveland in the cold.
Gotta stay with Jameis, man.
He threw
Preacher man.
3 picks last game though.
Well, you know, the Lord is working on him and delivering him from interceptions.
I mean, it's a long job.
It's a long process.
He said
he's been a sinner for a long time.
He said, look, deliverance does not just take a
overnight.
Day. It's not overnight.
Some things only can be healed through prayer and fasting.
Tell him, Preacher Pat. Let him know.
You can't bet against God's man.
God's man. I mean, what happened last week? They lost.
If you put him on your stat line, make sure you throwing some picks. Okay. Just saying. So
the over under on picks, what we doing?
I'm going to go 2.
2? 2. We go over or under? Over 2?
Under 2.
Under 2. So just 1? 1.5?
2.
2? Okay, so the over under, we going to have to do 3.
3? I feel like he going to throw 2.
I think he going to be right at 3.
Right at 3?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I think he's going to be right at 3. I mean, he threw 3 last week.
I'm balling.
Hey, look, he said, what did he say? He said, we got to play for the logos on our helmet. Oh, we don't got no logos. Miami gonna win that one. I think Miami got it.
Yo, that's funny.
That's funny. Jameis, I don't know what world he be in.
His own.
What I'm saying? Hey, next game we got the Doodoo Boys against your team.
The Doodoo Boys.
The Cowboys.
Oh, the Doodoo Boys.
Yeah. FTC. Look that up. What that mean? Philadelphia. We definitely going them.
Fly Eagles fly, baby.
Fly Eagles fly.
Right,
on the road to victory. Hey, fly Eagles fly. Hey, I'll be turned though. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all gotta tell the fan base, but Pat hold it down though. Why y'all be throwing stuff at people?
Because we're an awful fan base.
That's what I'm saying. Why are y'all an awful fan base?
I don't know. Just awful people.
Yeah, just terrible individuals. Hey, look.
Collectively.
Mike Penix is starting now. What we doing? We got Atlanta versus Washington. What we doing? I
don't know.
We got to see what Mike Penix looks like this week. And then on that Sunday, he might be taking off.
You know we got to go with the hometown kid.
Jaden Daniels versus Mike Penix.
Big Tampa shit, man.
Washington got to have it. Can I bet against Mike Penix?
I ain't gonna bet against the hometown.
I don't think I can. Kid. We go to the A, baby. We go with the upset.
Big 813 shit.
Matchup predictors. ESPN Analytics says 65% Washington. We say bump them analytics. That's what we say. We going Mike Penix. And then we got the Monday night game. Banged up Lions versus the banged up 49ers. I think we got to go Lions, though. The 49ers aren't good. Debo,
I agree with you.
He out here crying for the ball and dropping the ball.
I agree with you.
Then you got the other cat walking off the field saying, I don't want to play no more. I don't get it. 49ers got to figure something out over there in that organization.
When you right,
I don't know what's going on over there, but that's the picks. You know what I'm saying? They're not gritty picks technically, but
they Wylie
if you want to win, tap in with
Wylie knows.
Lie. Hey,
Wylie knows.
So Pat, I'm gonna let you introduce the guests.
Man, this guy right here. So many things I can say about this guy, man.
Please keep it.
Top 10 assist leader at Iowa Wesleyan University. No longer exists anymore, but
yes, sir.
Top 10 assist leader.
Yes, sir.
I think he was first team All Lake County his senior year.
Yes, sir.
Reputable in Orlando out there, man. Put a lot of kids in college, a lot of D1 athletes.
Yes, sir.
Juco players, NAIA. He trains a buddy from the Kings. I don't know his name, but buddy with the dreads that locked up. He trying to tell me the name. I can't read lips.
Hey,
Don't know, but
at the end of the day, he trained somebody for the Kings.
He trained somebody from the Kings, and just an all around good guy. Loves the sport of basketball, basketball mind.
Right.
Really a little savant, like a mad scientist. You'll see his nigga head so big.
Oh my goodness!
But great guy. He's a great guy.
I thought he was gonna keep it all the way serious. He can't.
Without further ado, my dog Austin Banks, aka Mr. Motion Man. Motion Man.
Yes, sir.
Assistant coach at John Wood Community College. My fault.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I was about to say, you missing all the good stuff. You missing all the good stuff. My guy, how you doing? Chilling. Welcome to the couch, man.
Appreciate it.
So, assistant coach and head player development at John Woods Community College. Is that where it's at?
Yes, sir.
How's that, man? How's your job doing over there? How'd you get into it? Because I mean, I'm an assistant coach, and assistant coaching is something where it's one of them things where, you kind of got to just love the game to be an assistant coach. So,
sure.
Give me your experience, you know what I'm saying? Give me the rundown, how you got there and everything like that.
I'd really say it's just a blessing from God. Like, it just fell into my lap.
Right.
I was training this summer, and my assistant coach from college, from Iowa Westland, his little brother got the head coaching position.
Okay.
And he called me. He was like, "Yeah, like my brother just got the job. Like, I think you two would like fit really well."
Right.
And I talked to his brother, and it just started from there.
There you go. It's always just about your connections and everything. So, as an assistant coach and head of like player development, like what's your main focus for your kids? Especially like, let's say you get a new recruit, you get somebody that comes in, community college. It's a lot of kids that's trying to walk on, trying to, start their dream. You know what I'm saying? You probably get a lot of young kids coming in. So, what's your process of like when it comes to development? Coaching, assistant, mentorship, and everything like that.
I think the biggest side is just the mental side.
Okay.
Most kids don't understand that part, and I think that's really big when it comes to basketball.
Right.
So just developing that mental side, because the skills part you could
Everybody do the same drills,
really quick,
same skills.
The mental side, I definitely say that.
Right. So what goes into developing the mental side? You get a kid that comes in, community college kid. He comes in, he's ready to start his journey. What goes into kind of preparing that kid for the college, the rigorous schooling, the rigorous training that he got to go through? What's your process?
First you got to meet the kid.
Okay.
I'm big on relationships, and
right.
You got to meet the kid, understand the kid, and like meet him where he's at. Right. So once you understand the kid, it's easier to train them and like help them develop as a person. And the basketball side is the easiest part, just because it's just basketball.
Yeah. If you love the game, you're gonna be good at it. You know what I'm saying? That's good. So you played a little bit of college. Pat was saying, an all-time assist leader, doing the things that you was doing in college. So when you first got into college, because there's a lot of things changing with college. You got NIL.
Yeah, these kids in the gold rush.
Right. You got all these different types of things. So when you first got into college, what was your mindset? Because being an assist leader is not something that's easy. It's not something that you just go into thinking that this is what I'm gonna do. You kind of just have to grow into that role and everything like that. So when you first got to college, what was your mindset?
And don't lie, nigga.
Don't Pat lie. Said he got the receipt.
He didn't even give me a chance.
Don't lie.
I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't even want to hoop. I did not want to hoop at all.
Right.
I was trying to go to college, have fun. I was trying to go to HBCU. And live life.
Right.
But, when I got there, it was like I keep saying, like that mental side, I didn't understand it. Like I was just playing off just like talent. Like I wasn't really worried about getting better or anything. I'm trying to hoop.
Right.
So I say like my sophomore, like in the sophomore year, junior year, that's when I started like really like watch film and break down stuff and then like learn the game in my head. So like when I got out there, it was just like secondhand. But
Yep.
At first, I was not trying to hoop.
Yeah, look, trust me, I know, because like for me, I went to college at 17. I went to Florida Gulf Coast, and it was just like try to stay the course, the mental side of it, and everything like that. Because Fort Myers, if a lot of y'all don't, it's a predominantly white area. So
Mike love the snow. Nigga love snow, boy.
Look, it's a predominantly white area. So when you come out there, it's a lot of freedom. It's a lot of a lot of everything, things that you might not have ever seen. And when you get introduced to those types of things at college,
nose wide open, boy.
I'm trying to, Lord.
It ain't never smelled this good.
But, staying focused is definitely something. I think you could probably resonate to a lot of these kids, because a lot of kids, I mean, especially when you come down to a community college, some kids, you have kids that went to a university, might not have done well, got to get their grades right. How do you deal with kids that, are trying to turn their college career around and are trying to look for that second chance and things like that?
I think just being honest with them. You gotta like I said, meet the kid, understand their goals, and tell them what comes with it. Because most kids think like, I'm gonna go D1 just because. Right. Nah.
That's not how it works. That's not how it works at all, right?
But yeah, just definitely like breaking down their goals with them and like having them be honest with themselves.
For sure.
Because if they honest with themselves and put the work in, it's a different story versus like, yeah, go ahead, go D1.
Right.
It don't work like that.
Yeah, no, it don't work like that. And that's the thing. It's like, especially with recruiting now with the portal now. Talk to me about the portal, man, because as a coach now in college, it's a wild, wild west right now. You know what I'm saying? So man, you work with player development. So I know that there's people that, talk to you and scouting and all these other different types of things. And you tell them what you need. And so they go look for a player and things like that. How does the portal work as far as when you were in college and trying to transfer and now all of the changes that you're seeing and things like that?
When I was in school, I'll say it wasn't tougher, but it was just like a different process.
Right.
Now it's like the free agency
right.
college, and it's like you could go wherever you want. As long as you want it, like you can go wherever you want and maximize your opportunity.
Right.
Like, they paying kids $2 million just to go to a school. Like
$2 million is crazy.
You could be trash as whatever, but I mean,
come here, we got a bag for you.
Yeah, like
it's crazy.
Especially if you value yourself and like bring value to the program. You can do whatever you need to do. Right. But it's just like I don't know. The portal is a crazy thing. Like it's real, but it's just...
What's your craziest story right now with the portal? Like as a coach, like dealing with somebody trying to maybe transfer to your school or somebody trying to transfer out of your school. What's the craziest thing that you done dealt with?
The first year, but it was a kid from another Juco was trying to leave. Like obviously you can only leave like at semester or like in the summer.
Right.
But one kid was trying to he was like, yeah, I'm at a Juco now. Like I can leave and come right now. And I'm like,
huh?
It don't work like that. I don't know. I haven't had anything too crazy.
But
like just stupid stuff.
Yeah. Kids. I mean, they think that they can just get it instantaneously, man. And it's funny because especially now that the deadlines are like set, you can see when you're supposed to enter the portal. Yeah. But these kids are so hard-headed at these times. I mean, shout out to the kids, but it just gets to a point where it's like you gotta look at where the guidance at, man. You gotta figure out what the situation is and everything like that. And speaking of the portal and everything like that, they just now, and I want to get y'all's opinion on this, man. These kids have the opportunity to have 2 years in Juco, but also maintain their 4-year eligibility at the NCAA.
That's crazy.
I think that's a plus. Like that's good.
No, I'm saying like that's crazy. Like that's dope.
Right. Because I was talking to one of my guys. He played 4 years. Well, he played I think 3 years at the NCAA level, and then played a couple years at the Juco level. So he technically still has a year of eligibility right now, and he's 26.
Like you might get your PhD free.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I think about.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you still actively playing and you still like you was maybe looking for that overseas contract or whatever the situation is, I can just go ahead.
That's 6.
Right.
Get that PhD, man.
Especially if your name popping, like you could run up.
If you really Mr. Motion.
That's what I'm saying. You get one nice little year, get yourself a little milli or something like that.
City on Smash.
And think about if you have a great season after you get paid that first year.
What? Oh, yeah. You in Boca Raton.
And we talking about 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds.
What?
It's crazy out here.
It's ridiculous. How would you have felt? Because did you play any junior college or anything like that? Do you think you would have played junior college first and then went to?
If it was how it is, yes. For sure.
Without a doubt.
I would have had a lot more time to develop.
I would have stayed in Texas. I would
have been able to actually focus on like my path. I wouldn't just be playing just to play.
Because some people, they say, man, I just be wanting to go to that 4-year, man. Go straight to the university, try to get to that NIL bag or, try to get my name out there or whatever the situation is. So some people, they're opposed to it because they're like, man, I'm out here going straight to a 4-year, and I don't feel like I should be dropping down. I'm not getting recruited the same way or whatever the situation is.
Last night,
it's like it. I don't know. I feel like there's only benefits to it. I don't see how there could be a negative to it. But I guess some people.
One of the coaches was saying like, "Oh, you're gonna have 26-year-olds playing."
You got that now.
Who cares?
You got that now.
It's better for the athletes.
Who cares? Does it matter? What do you lose?
If you are a kid, let's like for example,
blame man, want to
Josh Giddey, right? He comes into the league at 19, or you talk about a Devin Booker who came into the league young. They don't have to play against 26, 27, 30-year-olds anyway. So you got to get yourself like if you're trying to actually play basketball. Now, I understand if you're not actually trying to play basketball, you're just doing it for the bag, you're doing it for the business. Yeah. That's one thing. But if you're really trying to play basketball, you're going to have to fight. You're going to have to go against them adults, 26, 27, 28. Now, 28 in college is crazy, though.
That is. I mean, but if you do it right.
We all grown.
Yeah. I don't know, bro.
We all grown.
I don't know about you.
I'm tripping.
Hey, look, the Soho, you know.
He's still shaking back. Yeah.
But no, I mean, it's great to, get your insight on it because I think, especially having somebody that is going to be experiencing that firsthand more than anybody else because, some of these universities won't really see that until, a year or two or whatever the situation is.
I think it's going to turn Juco ball up, though.
I think so, too.
Sure.
I think so, too. I mean, it's already turned, though. That's the thing. Like, people don't realize how turned Juco ball is. You know what I'm saying? Because people think, some of these Jucos, they play against prep schools.
Shout out to John Dawg, man.
But I just think at the end of the day, it's going to make... It's gonna make Juco ball look a lot more appetizing for these kids that because you're still facing that problem too because you have a lot of these kids who are trying to go to these 4 years.
That was a good adjective,
schools.
Mike.
You said what now?
That was a good adjective.
What was
appetizing?
Go ahead, Mike.
So I think when you look at it, it's like, for example, like you got these kids who are having to fight against the portal who are trying to go to these Power 5 schools. Now they say, I'm not going to fight against the portal. I'm going to take these 2 years and then jump in the portal.
Everybody eats, man.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's a good.
My fault.
Go ahead.
That's big for high school kids.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because a lot of these kids are underdeveloped, and a lot of these high school kids need work.
Yes, and
they don't understand they need work.
Real work.
They think the JUCO route isn't work, and I'm like, the JUCO route is probably the most work. If not,
they need weight room. They need meal prep. They need,
mobility, flexibility, corrective exercise, all of that. Now let me ask you that question.
Discipline.
What is y'all's
That's what they need.
Workout regimen? Development, all of that stuff, you know what I'm saying? What is y'all's development as far as like off the court and like weight room and like meal plan and mobility and recovery? How does y'all's look like at y'all's school?
So our head coach Johnny Dahl, he's good friends with I believe his name is Tyler Underwood.
Okay.
He's the assistant coach at Illinois.
Okay, yeah. Got a good program.
We follow their weight room program.
Okay.
And a couple of other things that they do. So it's a legit program. Yeah.
Okay. Well, as far as like when it comes down to like eating, like is there like a weight that a lot of y'all athletes?
I know a guy. If y'all need a guy, I know a guy. That guy.
Yes, sir. Hey, look.
You trying to get out the Quincy?
Hey, look. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I know a guy.
Wylie Athletics is on the move. We'll go wherever we need to go. You know
Johnny,
what I'm saying?
Get up with him, man.
Hey, we can make that happen.
We can make that.
We can get you the
Quincy. As long
Quincy.
as the price right. As long as the
and
price
you love snow.
All right. See how he go off script?
You saying I love snow. I lived in Florida for a long time. Look,
He go off script?
Hey, look. At the end of the day, when it comes down, like, do you guys have like a weigh-in, or do you guys, have a certain like desirable weight for certain athletes and positions and things like that, or they just come in and?
I think it actually just depends on the person itself.
Right.
Because if a guy's overweight, you got to slim it up.
Yeah.
You want to make sure that your athletes are able to like last throughout the season.
Yeah.
But mainly it just depends on the person. Like,
right.
But we do like I believe when we got there in like August, we did like a weigh-in and all that extra stuff. Okay. And then we been tracking their progress.
Right. That's a good thing. I think a lot of colleges are getting a little bit more lenient. They letting kids come in and just kind of, you got to be ready by this time. And it's like, well, if you're not starting off, this is what weight I came in at, and then this is the weight that I was at when it was time for, the season. You're not seeing any progress. So you might take, let's say I come in May, and then I'm not supposed to get ready until maybe September.
No, all the be ready.
All the work that I'm doing from May to August, it might be half speed. It might not, I might be.
It's futile.
But it'll show though. It'll show. It'll show.
And I think that's the thing when you talk about a lot of these athletes that think that they got time, especially at a Juco. Your time is a lot shorter than a lot of these athletes because
there's somebody coming next year.
If you're not there,
it's over with.
You know what I'm saying? And as far as y'all scholarships, how does that work? Like, are you guys? I know most of obviously the JUCOs are typically doing partials and things like that. So how does the scholarships work for y'all? Do y'all have like a certain set amount of scholarships?
Yeah, I believe we have 10
scholarships.
10, but I'm the way that they do it at the school, like some kids will get full rides, but I mean, like if it's like you and Pat and I want both of y'all, like I'll give y'all like 2 halves.
Right.
Just to get both of
and then
y'all.
The rest is picked up on financial aid.
Right.
Okay. And I think that's the thing that a lot of these kids need to know because, I mean, when they're going into signing day, they just look at the sign. Yeah. So they don't necessarily know all the, pay structure and things like that. So, having somebody that can really break it down and say, hey, my college, you might get a full, you might get a partial, we might do 2 halves or whatever the situation is really important because a lot of these kids, they really don't know anything about the logistics behind basketball. Because, I mean, all they see on, if you look at, I know you as a coach, you'll ask your kids how many of y'all watched the game last night or whatever the situation is. It ain't too many of them watching the game, you know what I'm saying? So I think they just, it's so far away from just like the everyday mechanics of the game. Like if you look at the ins and outs, you look at the, the prep, you look at the paperwork, you look at the structure, all of these different types of things. You got to learn all those things. And even the media presence, like you guys have like a media team at your school and everything like that. I know it's probably a shock to see these kids, come in and they think that, they talk all on the gram and everything like that. They get in front of that camera, they start.
Cannot talk at all.
A whole bunch of like all that. And it's funny because it's like, y'all talk so much on the gram, y'all get in front of these cameras, but then when it's time to talk about interview questions and people have actual structured questions to ask you that you got to think and actually ruminate on, a lot of these kids, they don't really think. That's something that they got to do in the moment. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to have somebody that can really break things down and things like that. You know what I'm saying?
And I think the biggest thing with that is just like being comfortable with the camera on.
Right.
Because it's like some kids can talk. They might mess up a few times, but some kids are just like freeze.
Yeah.
Like even I was freezing like when I first started, like when I got back and I started training with my cameraman, like he'll put the cameraman on me. I'm nervous.
Right. It's definitely an adjustment. I mean, I think when I first started getting on cam, I kind of put it upon myself because I started documenting a lot of the trainings that I was doing. But I didn't necessarily know, like, I didn't look at it like the camera was on me. I was just doing it like a regular training. So I kind of had the ability to kind of warm up to it. But once these cameras got on us, I mean,
different story.
It was a different story. I mean, we was authentic and everything like that. But obviously, now we're into our second season and everything. So now it's a situation where we're kind of getting a little bit more, routine with it. And I think it, just like everything, it takes practice. And I think a lot of these kids, they just got to practice with coach. Hey, coach, ask me a couple questions about this, you know what I'm saying? So that they can be prepared. Just like an interview at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? But we going to move into run the ones. Chris Paul just got the second, an all-time assist. But we got a guy that, is very, 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 very well known in assists. Chris Paul versus Jason Kidd. Run the ones. Who you got, Pat?
I'm going with J Kidd.
You going with J Kidd?
Too big.
Give me the case.
Fast,
give me the case.
strong.
Give me the case. All right.
Well, it depends.
All right.
Young J Kidd versus young CP3. I don't know.
We go all-time career.
Oh, hell no. I'm going with J Kidd.
J Kidd?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
J Kidd? Oh, yeah. In New Jersey?
Okay.
What?
Okay.
There's a lot of passing.
I mean, yeah.
He was dunking on niggas too.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Does it have to do with one?
So Austin, what you got? What you got? Run the ones. You say you got CP?
CP for the need that.
J Kidd 6'4" sitting.
Okay.
Huh?
All right. Go ahead. Who you got?
Look, I love J Kidd. All by heart. He's a great athlete, great player.
Nigga always.
But I mean, they call him the point. They call him the point guard. They call Chris Paul the point God.
Yeah, that's because he a facilitate nigga.
I mean, on the bag too. I mean, mid range. He got post work.
Young CP3 is
post work. I mean, he might be. I ain't gonna lie. CP3, and I'm a CP3 hater because he played for the Suns and didn't get us a ring. I wanted him to get us a ring, and J Kid got the ring. So career wise, you might have an argument, but in the ones, I don't know.
I'm going CP.
Chris Paul.
In the
he might be the best point guard in the post of all time. Post work.
Talking about passing, we talking about ones. We talking about just get straight to it.
Get to it.
You don't think J Kid can get straight to it?
Nah, J Kid got some bag work though. I done seen some bag work from J Kid.
Come on, bro.
And he's isn't he black? Low key.
Yeah, he's black.
You see, it was
low
questionable.
Yeah, I mean,
you know how CP coming.
I mean, look,
nigga said low key. That is a black man.
I don't know. You look at the camera.
It's because he got that you know. Real
he got the vitiligo. Is that what?
Is he albino?
He's albino.
No, he just mixed.
He just mixed.
Yeah.
Mom real white.
Yeah.
From the Caucasus Mountains.
I think the mama black, the dad white.
Is that how it is? Maybe we gotta do our research. We gotta call something.
If that's the case,
Shout
CP.
He said, regardless, it's CP. Sure. If you say a career though, what would you say? Who you would take it if you had to take a career?
I'm taking Kid.
Yeah, I'm gonna take J.
You take J Kid? Yeah. See, Chris Paul though. I think he's a winner. He's gotten to multiple Western Conference Finals.
He just never.
But he never got that ring. And J Kid got the ring, but I don't know. Chris Paul. I mean, Kobe was asking for him.
That's a fact.
Kobe was asking for him.
Kobe asking for you is the real deal.
I'm trying to say. I mean, and then first year over there at the Suns, they went to the chip. When he was on the Thunder, they were saying MVP.
He did turn that around.
I mean, they're saying every organization he been to, he turned it around. You know what I'm saying?
Quality, but
y'all let us know what y'all think in the comments. Run the ones. Chris CP. Paul. I'm taking Chris Paul.
Easy. I'm taking Kid.
Austin taking Chris Paul.
We stand in Cali on the dead homies.
Jason Kidd
on the dead homies. Dead homies. We stand in Cali.
He said, bow.
Dead homies. Boom, bow, bing, bow, bow.
Hey, we coming back with the culture. Y'all tune back in. It's the work. Hey, so we're back with the culture. We got to talk about this, man, because we just on the gram. You know, we got the Soho brothers out here. You know what I'm saying? Just coming back from Soho.
I'm an Ebor nigga.
The greatest duo. Stop, bro.
The greatest duo of mankind right here, man. Hey, Cooking with Kia, dog. Got the internet in the chokehold. What's going on, man? Because me, as a traditional man, as a traditional single man looking for somebody to, you know, take home and have me fed.
That part.
Cooking with Kia is somebody that I'd support. I thoroughly support. You know what I'm saying? Showing these ladies how to cook, giving them the recipes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just don't get why the shorties is mad.
Right. First of all, we gonna support anything black off the bat. We gonna start there.
Thank you.
We gonna support her because she doing the right thing. She cooking, making sure niggas got the right ingredients.
Got back dimples.
Putting the food on the plate, then
got
bringing the food
on
to
the back
you.
dimples.
Whoa.
I mean, it's in the video.
Oh, we went.
This brother's
sick.
sick.
With
Kaya. Starving.
I mean, I just see it was on replay a couple
times.
Do the
twirl again.
No, it ain't. That wasn't like that. It wasn't like that now. But yeah, man. I mean, we gotta support the black people, but I feel like the ladies ain't supporting the black ladies. What's up with the beef?
A lot of you hoes be jealous, and that's the problem. And you be acting like you ain't jealous, but you is jealous because you see somebody doing what they supposed to do. Yeah. Stop being a hater. Stop being jealous.
Do you think she's trying to attention for him?
Nah, get your ass in the kitchen and go cook. You want to make a nigga a ham sandwich?
Nah, facts
with no sauce on it.
Not facts.
How I'm gonna eat this dry ass sandwich?
Not facts. How he going crazy though. He's going crazy. But I think everybody should know how to cook as an adult, whether it's a guy or a girl or whatever the situation is.
You just said you was a traditional man. You need to pick a side.
Traditional men know how to cook. You telling me traditional men don't know how to cook?
Hey, my granddaddy, bro, I'm telling you, bro, I never seen my granddaddy cook ever.
Your granddaddy
well, he cook now, but he cooked now. My grandma got dementia though. He cooked now.
I told you, hey, at some point a traditional man gonna have to learn how to cook. I just knew how to cook earlier.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. What you think? What you think about these?
He a chef.
You're a chef?
Oh. You seen Baby Boy?
Yeah.
When nigga was in the...
That's him?
Chill out, bro. Chill out.
Him.
So we got to get your opinion that it's perfect. What you think as a chef? Is the food? What would you get the food? Just the food.
Cooking with Kaya.
Yeah.
She look like that shit fire.
Yeah, the food.
Okay.
Look, the French toast.
Yeah, the French toast video. I think that's the most viral one.
You know damn about no goddamn French toast.
But I feel you though. I do need I need my lady to cook for me.
Okay,
Straight up off the bat.
Okay, you got to be able to cook. How do you feel about okay, let's say that's your because they say she got a man. What if that's your girl on the internet talking about you better cook for your man before I take him? Would you let your girl go on the internet and engagement form like that to get the views?
Would you let her?
To get the views.
Would you let her?
Would you allow her? Is what he's saying. He's already got a mic in his.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Because you know it's women empowerment. You know what I'm saying?
Man, we ain't hearing none of that.
Get a bag.
Stay in your place.
Pat, we're finna get canceled.
Stay in your place.
We're finna get canceled. We already, last episode, Coach B was working on his Trump impression. Now you saying people.
Excuse me. Fake news.
Fake news. Now you're saying people need to stay in their place. You know what, Pat?
Everybody got a role.
I guess if we're gonna get canceled, we might as well. Season 2's the last.
Right.
The last.
Everybody got a role. Know your role. Everybody in the.
But
score.
yeah, how would you feel about that? Like your girl engagement farming for the clout. You back behind the scenes. You know she cooking for you.
I don't know. I don't like all that.
You don't like all that?
You don't like a little bit,
a little twirl?
You know what I'm saying?
A little 360?
That's cool, but you know what I'm saying?
Just you say keep it at the house. I don't want to see it on the ground.
You don't want to see that? What is she getting a stupid bag?
Stupid bag, like NIL bag.
I'm talking.
And she flying you to Aruba.
And she putting cookie. I'm gonna take your man.
You don't even got to pull out your.
That's what's wild to me though.
Okay.
But she doing it for you know. Obviously she joking with you. She telling you I got to do this for them.
It's 2024. Ain't no telling.
Hey,
ain't no telling.
Hey, it might be Cooking with Kaya on the go.
Know what I'm saying?
You ain't lying.
Big got a food truck.
You ain't lying. But at the end of the day, I think you just gotta get it how you live. You gotta get it how you live. Gotta get it how
Don't even play with me. I ain't even finna. What Boston Richie said, I ain't finna let a bitch play with me.
I mean,
yes, he did.
What song he said that?
I'll tell you something.
He said you got to do the research. But I'm not opposed to any of the Cooking with Kaya as a single man.
Took my time.
That's a song.
He snapped on that.
Yeah.
I don't think he said that.
He did. I said I ain't finna let a bitch play with me.
He might have.
Yeah. You said it in Richie Boys.
Yeah.
Boston.
But I don't know, man. That ain't.
My thing, like I said, I support the cooking.
I ain't gonna lie, it's stricter than Catholic school over here, baby.
I support the 360.
Nope. We ain't doing none of that.
You said she got
It's stricter than Catholic school over here.
Dress to the ankles. If you see a little bit of thigh, it's over with.
What?
No midriff.
What do you say you finna do?
No midriff. He said, do I see the ankle?
What? I don't want to see your earlobe. Lord. Stop playing with me.
Lord. I support the 360. I do not support the ladies talking about. You gotta go. You gotta go, Pat. That's why we need. That's why we need responsible adults like Coach B on here to moderate and make sure that Pat is in his place. I didn't know he was wilding like that. I don't support the ladies dissing the ladies because everybody should learn from somebody, man. Like at the end of the day, when we put the enlightening men out there talking about men chasing their goals, we put the David Goggins. We ain't out there like. Man, this man David Goggins trying to tell me what to do. We ain't saying none of that. So why?
Right.
Why? She said she just telling you better cook for your man before I do.
So look, my boy, girl, tell him.
Right.
Oh, why you outside? You got stuff to do in the morning. You got people to train. You got a podcast and shoot.
Who's he talking about?
You nigga.
Oh no. You say my boy. You can't be looking at your boy like that.
Go ahead.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
You need a woman like that that's gonna empower you. It motivates you and push you, not a bit telling you, I'm going to take somebody, man.
That's a fact, though.
Yeah, that's fact.
I don't even care if you playing.
That's a fact.
Don't even play with me.
I agree. If she do, I don't know. I mean, these are all speculations of whether or not she has a man. I don't know if she does.
I know a couple niggas that are beaters.
That are what?
Beaters.
Elaborate on that.
Beaters. They will beat a woman.
Oh.
And they'll do it for less. So imagine what they'll do for that.
He said, I know people that just strictly put the hands on their girl just because they woke up in the morning.
What?
How do you know them? Bro, put them in jail. You need to be crime stoppers. You need to go tell on them. Go tell. You said you listened to the Boss and Richie.
Right.
You need to go
report.
Don't you work in the
Michael Wylie
with the inner city kids with the less?
They in jail, man.
He said, I know him. I don't know him like that though. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, it's so crazy how these internet trends just pop up out of nowhere, man. It's crazy because it's like at the end of the day, it's gonna be a new Cooking with Kaya. Everybody hated Cardi B. Everybody hated Meg Thee Stallion.
Right. Everybody hated on Thegritty and Wylie.
Exactly. Everybody gonna hate on Cooking with Kaya at the end of the day.
Feel me? That's how you know you're doing something right. If your haters ain't,
that's what I'm saying. If you polarizing, if you got all the likes and the dislikes, that means you're doing something right.
What's your aura?
Everybody liking you, I don't think you.
What's your aura level on? You know what I'm saying?
Hey Pat, we're gonna have you take him home,
man.
You gotta tighten up though before you take him home.
Soho's still in his mind.
Hey, chill.
He said we try to.
Man, I'm just so thankful, man, just for
yes, sir,
what God has done for
yes,
me.
Yes, sir.
So last week I was getting beat up in the spirit. You know, I was at odds with my father and my brother, right? I don't think I didn't talk to my dad for maybe like 2-3 years. Talked to my brother for like 2 years, you know. And my grandma, she got dementia. But prior to her being in the state that she is in now, you know, she was just real big on forgiveness. Like my grandparents are the just most forgiving people that I know. Like to turn the other cheek all the time. And I ain't there yet. You know what I'm saying? I ain't there yet, but I just seen them, you know, demonstrate what it means to be Christ-like in that regard. So every time,
right,
you know, my grandma would get on the phone, she'll be like, oh, you know, you only got one daddy and, you know, you need to make up with your brother. I'm not trying to hear that. You know what I mean? So when I went up there to Georgia to see my grandma and, you know, my little brother and my dad, it was surreal because in that moment and in that, you know, interaction, I finally realized what my grandmother was trying to impute in me. If you have a qualm with somebody or if you're at odds with somebody that you love, you know what I'm saying? And it's not that serious and they haven't done something egregious to you or took somebody that you love, or even if they did, forgiveness will set you free, you know? And it's a story in the Bible when, you know, Peter is like, he comes to Jesus and he's like, really like pleading his case, like, you know, I didn't forgive him. It says forgive 7 times. I didn't did it. So he's like, my Lord, how many times should I forgive? I've forgiven him 7 times. And, you know, Jesus prompts him like, don't forgive him 7 times. Forgive him 7 times 77. Now you hear that, you like, yo, that's a lot of times. I ain't even for the mental math. That we ain't even do them gymnastics, but that's a lot of times to forgive somebody. But should you keep count? Nah, you shouldn't.
Right.
Because every night you go to sleep and, you know, you say the Lord's Prayer, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Dang, I just had a brain fart. But anyway, well, forgive us our trespasses, we forgive those who trespass against us. Forgive us our trespasses, we forgive those who trespass against us. How do we, in a place of trying to be better, in a place of striving to be the best version of ourselves, think that we're owed forgiveness? If I do you wrong, I do you something, I want you to forgive me, but I can't even forgive. The Bible says a man is just in his own actions. So whatever you feel, you're going to come up with a theory that supports your feelings.
Right.
So I felt like I was valid. Oh, I'm not messing with my brother. Oh, I'm not messing with my dad, because that's what I felt.
Right.
But when I was there in the moment, I realized I was dead wrong. So being there, knowing that so much time has passed and I missed out on so many things, all because I felt justified in my feelings. God really tightened me up in that regard. So for me to you in this season, you know, 'tis the season to be jolly. If there are any qualms or disputes or anything, settle it, man.
Amen.
Don't step into the new year with that animosity or anything on your heart. Just forgive. I ain't saying you gotta forget. I ain't saying you gotta be buddy on just forgive.
Amen.
For you.
Amen.
For you.
Amen. Hey, that's a good word, Pat. I appreciate it, man. As you can see, I got the Christmas hat on. So, Merry Christmas to everybody. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Remember the reason for the season. Get in the Advent service. Make sure you praise the Lord. Always remember the reason for the season. At the end of the day, we go keep going. We're glad to be a gift to you guys. We're gonna keep going and doing our things. We appreciate our guests right here, man.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate it.
And I want to say one thing though. Just because it's cold outside, don't mean you ain't got to put on deodorant. That's not how this works.
Pat says this yearly.
That's not how this works, bro.
He said it last time.
It's 39 degrees outside and you musty.
He said can't be doing it.
You need to hit here.
Please.
Every morning.
Please.
Come on.
Because especially by the time it get to midday, it ain't cold.
Right.
No
You sick and funky? How you sick and funky?
Yeah, man. Hey, wash your hands, put on deodorant, pray to God, brush your teeth. You know what I'm saying? You already know what it is. Gritty's not here, but this is the Gritty and Wylie show. We got Preacher Pat. We got Austin in the
Q
building.
behind the camera. Shout out to Q, Don P, Easy TV.
Lie. We out.
We out.